Any trail race I've been to, this year, it's Speedgoat 5 on, I'm not going to say half the feet, but it seems like half the feet. You just look around on the ground and it's Speedgoat, 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 Speedgoat. So back to the trails we go into studio today. How you doing out there? Unbelievable. Hoka, Hoka, Hoka all day long. This was sent to me. I love it. By the way, how we doing today? Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. Just keeping these battles going. Upper right hand corner, also linked below in the description for all these running shoe battles, and thanks for your patience. We're feeling better. It's feeling better. The injury's coming along, but we're not back to running quite yet. So Hoka Tecton X versus Hoka Speedgoat 5. There they are. Well, let's pull them off the shelf. And yes, this was sent to me. I believe it was actually in the community tab. You know, did you even know there's every single YouTube channel has a community tab or page. So you navigate to the home page, click on community, and that's where I post polls, behind the scenes photos, all these different, more of the behind the scenes work of DGR. All right, so I posted a poll asking for opinions on what trail running shoe battle you'd like to see next, and sure enough, this was the winner. Chicken dinner. Hoka Tecton X is the orange one over here, and then you all know the Speedgoat 5. So I tested this one, I think it was December 2021, so a long time ago, and then the Speedgoat 5 last February. All right, let's do the battle. Here we go. Drop on your screen for both shoes. All right, soak it in. Stack heights as well. There's the weight. Winner, chicken dinner is the Tecton X. All right, there is the winner. But, oh yeah, we needed to mention this at the beginning. You have to ask yourself in these battles, and also when you're navigating running shoe store websites, when you're going to running shoe stores, what is the intent of the running shoe? What is the goal and of the shoe? But how are companies marketing the shoe? Racer, trainer, racer, trainer. So that impacts a little bit my scoring system, because if they're marketing the shoe as a racing shoe, but that's going to impact the overall. So I have a separate scoring system for trail trainers and trail racers. So I just wanted to mention that at the beginning. Racer, trainer. Although I'll say you could absolutely race in this shoe, tweener alert, and train in it. All right. I just wanted to, because so anyway, I could go on and on about the differences between, it's a little more distinct in the road scene as far as weights go, between the carbon fiber scene. I'm pointing at the Endorphin Pro 3 up here versus even the Speed 3 from Saucony. So you have to think about what's the intent behind the design. All right, I'll leave it there. Upper, there's the materials on your screen, okay? Double layers jacquard mesh in the Speedgoat 5, and then the jacquard in the Tecton X. Let's just check out the breathability. I'm gonna say very similar, but overall score for the lockdown, it was special in the Tecton X. Soak it in right there. Actually, we'll go overall scores as well. It was special. Let's remind, semi-gusset in both, okay? So if you like a semi-gusset, you get them in both. I will say though, if you want a little more padding, go Speedgoat 5, okay? With respect to the heel counter and the heel tab, can you see them there? And soak it in one more time. Okay, moving on to the midsole. We're looking at CMEVA in the Speedgoat 5. Pretty special. I mentioned this a couple days ago, I think. It's lighter than the Speedgoat 4. Actually, quite a bit lighter. That CMEVA, I don't know how they do it. Ride and energy return. I went Speedgoat 5, 8.25 versus 8 in the Tecton X. Now, for this guy, dual density, very special, but I was hoping for, it's interesting. So it's got the plate in there. Most of you know about that, all right? It's in that shape of that X there, okay? That's why it's called the Tecton X. I don't know what they're gonna do with this line. It's a leaner midsole than the Speedgoat 5, but I was hoping for more energy return. And I'm not gonna say I felt any bouncier or more spring in the step or more And let's just do, hold on here, let's just do this, yeah. Any better toe off compared to the Speedgoat 5 versus this guy. So anyway, there's the overall midsole scores as well. A little better durability in that Tecton X with respect to the scrunching up already of the Speedgoat 5 midsole, just creasing, and I really see no creasing in the Tecton X. A lot of people enjoyed the ride of that Tecton X midsole. And on the bottom of the shoe, very important for trail shoes, getting that grip out there. I might lean Speedgoat 5 for slightly muddier conditions, but innovation here. Talking about the weight, back to the weight of the shoes. It's called their light base. Yeah, I don't know if they've patented it yet, but they're both Vibram Mega Grip on the outsole. But somehow they innovated so that they didn't have to put quite as much rubber on that outsole, that Vibram Mega Grip, to keep the weight of the shoe down. Again, it's a race. It's being marketed as a racing shoe. So it just... And I'd be curious, info at DeMoor Global Running, if you have photos of this outsole after 300 miles, is this light base technology holding up? Are lugs falling off? Are they wearing out? I really like it. That's why winner chicken dinner of this battle is the Hoka Tecton X for the outsole, based on, I think they're onto something here, Hoka. I'd almost forgotten about this technology. So anyway, good work there, Hoka, with the Hoka Tecton X and that light base outsole. I'd actually encourage you to go read more up on that, what they're doing, because I'm not describing it really well. It's basically just a different way to apply lugs to the bottom of a shoe while using less material, and it drops the weight of the shoe. So good work there, Hoka, on that outsole. Okay, moving on now to the Fit Tecton X. There you have it. Comfort scores, Speedgoat 5, mostly because of that midsole, just more good CM EVA, compression molded EVA. Oh yeah, and of course that heel counter and heel tab. All right, durability prediction, Speedgoat 5 all day long. All right, you're picking up a pattern here. Price point, of course, woo, $200. Is it actually? I'll put it on the screen right now. I don't think the price has come down yet. That's a lot. It's a lot. Actually, I'm wondering if we need to do a battle here at some point. There it is, the Endorphin Edge, $200, $200, $200, $200. I want to bring you value all the time here on the channel. If I could only buy one right now, in a heartbeat, I'd go Endorphin Edge. I really would. Better bounce, better energy return. I don't know if it's necessarily a better upper, and maybe a little bit better grip in the Endorphin Edge. And these full reviews are listed below in the description, of course. Tecton X, it's good, but $200, that's a lot. Anyway, winner chicken dinner at that price point is the Speedgoat 5. There you go, moving on to how I'll use these shoes. Trainer and racer for 50Ks, just racer for half marathon to, let's call it marathon on the trails. I wouldn't buy it for training. Some people have. I would save it for race days, especially at that price point. Anyway, and actually for me, it's got plates in there. I'm still not all in on plates on the trails. I think they're fine, even though I just said I'd buy the Endorphin Edge over this guy. But I still love the Pulsar. I just love the simplicity of the midsole, simplicity of the upper, and there's still just enough bounce in that midsole, that Salomon Pulsar, just to get the shoe that I raced Pikes Peak in. So there you have it. Overall winner of the shoe battle, Speedgoat 5, got 4 categories. This is again where the scoring system is developing. But yes, Speedgoat 5 had 4 categories. Tecton X had 6, okay? But it's very, very similar, okay, as far as the final scores. Keeping in mind, this is being marketed as a racing shoe, being marketed as a training shoe. So the fact that the training shoe is keeping up pretty well with a racing shoe, that just tells you something as to why you go to any trail race these days, you're gonna see a ton of Speedgoats. Not so many 4s anymore, a little bit, but I'm telling you, any trail race I've been to, this year, it's Speedgoat 5 on, I'm not gonna say half the feet, but it seems like half the feet. You just look around on the ground and it's Speedgoat, 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 Speedgoat. So that's why the scores are so close for the full review scores. Unbelievable, everybody. There you have it. Comment of the day, question of the day. We're going with CD0G7. It's finally here. Is it worth the price? I'm happy that Hoka simply impressed the X in the sole. So he's talking about the Tecton X here of this shoe versus the Open X and the Bondi Carbon X. Cannot stand the pebbles locking in that area. Couldn't agree more as far as that design. And again, it does have that suspension system in that midsole. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think they need to soften it up a little. Just a smidge for my liking. Just a little. I know it's a racing shoe, and actually, hold on here. Hold on, since we got it exposed, so 44 is not bad, but just a smidge softer for my liking. But again, if you like it, yeah. Anyway, so that's how I would prefer that midsole to ride moving forward. Question of the day: what is one thing that people are missing out on because they don't run? Meaning, for you, what is one thing that you gain by being a runner? There's so many ways you could answer that. I mean, I've been reading quite a few books lately on some adventure races out there. We'll put it that way. And basically, the gentleman said, you know, I don't like going to therapy, so instead I go run like 100 miles in a weekend. You know, he just likes for him to decompress and he just said, like, deal with challenges in his life. This person, I won't name his name, he runs a lot, specifically on the weekends after a hard, he has a very intense job as far, mentally taxing. And so instead of going to therapy, he's like, I just go run. And when he gets back, it's like everything is clear. It clears the fog out of his brain. So anyway, that's the question of the day. Thanks for tuning in. I hope that made sense. I realized, like, training the running shoe battles, we're evolving here. Doing a training shoe versus a racing shoe is not as, it's unique. It's different. And I got to continue to figure out how the scores are going to blend together moving forward in the studio. Sound good, everyone? Onward we go. Full reviews in the description. All right, we'll toss it to the Hoka running shoe playlist. Hoka running shoe playlist right here, right here, right here. Hoka running shoe playlist right here, right here, right here. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.